What up? It's your boy Dan. We're live again talking about QB ranks. About to get up on TikTok as well. And yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for these comments, dude. Let's see what's up. Let me make sure I get on my TikTok going. Um, drafts are around the corner. I mean, I'm excited, man. I can't wait for drafts. Um, you know, so we'll see what's up. We'll see what these guys got going on for me. Um, again, I'm ready. I'm ready. So let me go live real quick, and we'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. So let me kind of make sure we're on the same page. So I got Allen, Mahomes, and Herbert. Top three, baby. Top three. Oop, shoot, hang on. All right. Top three, top three. What's going on, guys? What's up? We're talking about QB ranks, man. Um, Big kind of debates about QBs. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I got the QBs for you. My top three are Allen, Mahomes, and Herbert. I think it's pretty obvious in most drafts that she should be the way it goes. If anybody has a different top three, let me know. We'll start with the top three. Uh, Obviously, I believe Josh Allen's still the number one. He's back-to-back QB1. Um, again, just because I have him top one doesn't mean he'll finish one. But to me, he has the safest floor and highest upside. So Josh Allen is my number one guy. Who is your number one guy if you had to make a selection on the clock? Let me know in the comments who you guys like. Again, follow us on Twitch and YouTube. Follow us on Twitter and follow my personal Twitter account, EG for War WARD on Twitter. So yeah, so Josh Allen again, young in his prime, surrounded his entire team with, defense, offensive talent. Should be very, very good this year, and I expect nothing less. Barring injury, Josh Allen should be the number one quarterback. He should be dominating teams this year, and I really think that the Bills have the best chance at becoming Super Bowl champs. I mean, it's really not that hard to see. Their defense is upgraded, their offense is upgraded. Everything is better. I'm ready for the Bills to win it all. So, yeah, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the likes, all that, shares. And thank you guys for enjoying the content. Let me know in the comments who you guys like. Number one quarterback, mine is Josh Allen. Number two is Mahomes. And number three is Herbert. Let me know who you guys like better than that three, if you guys have any, or you have a change in those three. Which changes would you make to my top list here? So let me know who you guys like, who you guys want to talk about. We'll talk about it. We'll see what's up. Let me know. Let me know right now. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Again, Mahomes is number two. I'm not fading Mahomes without Tyreek Hill. I don't really care. He's still Mahomes, still going to dominate, still the best quarterback in the league. I expect Andy Reid to be very, very good at play calling and spreading the ball out this year. So to me, I think Mahomes is a lock for at least 40 touchdowns and 4,500 yards. I mean, that's a lock for Mahomes. So let me know what you guys think about Mahomes. But for me, again, he just doesn't have that rushing upside. He can rush the ball, which is good, but his floor as a passer is sky high. He can rush the ball, but not at the elite levels like Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, or Josh Allen. But he's like a Russell Wilson, picks his time and does his thing. But yeah, man. So anyway, let me know who your guys are. Herbert for me at number three. I just think that he's still a little bit too young. Could he ascend to that number one? Yeah, I really think he could. But again, he's still young. Still got to see if he can continue the path that he's on. Hurts, Lamar over Burrow. Yes, 1,000%. I got Hurts over Lamar and Burrow. Just because, again, Burrow doesn't do anything special outside of, he's got the weapons and he could sling the ball. But again, in fantasy, fantasy is different than real life, right? So for me, in real life, I would want Burrow as my quarterback over Hurts. But again, I like the fact that Lamar Jackson and Hurts, they have that rushing upside. In fantasy, you need that rushing upside. You need that Konami quarterback to limit the potential downside that could happen with your fantasy teams. You need rushing quarterbacks, and Burrow just does not do that, at least not at an elite level. So I have to push him down a little bit. Got the 101 in startup, super flex, dynasty league, Allen, Mahomes, or Herbert. I wouldn't hate you if you went Mahomes, but I'm going to Allen. He's still my number 101 dynasty super flex startup. So that's Allen. Where's Zach Wilson? Zach Wilson, Zach Wilson, I don't think I've finalized the rest of the rankings. I just did a quick top 10 for you guys. But for me, he's probably 15 to 18 in that range. Again, we haven't seen much with Zach Wilson. He's got some new toys, got some new weapons, but still the Jets. He's still learning, so he hasn't really proven anything for me to rank him higher than 15. Cool. So moving forward, Matt Ryan's going to surprise everyone. Yeah, Matt Ryan could. He's got on a better team, better offense, better weapons. He could surprise someone. He could sneak in to the top 12. I could see that. But with Jonathan Taylor there, I still think that the offense still runs through him. And I don't see Matt Ryan getting maybe more than 3,800 passing yards, maybe 30 touchdowns. That's just too much. Hurts overrated on your list? I don't think so. I don't think he's that overrated just because, again, they added A.J. Brown. So that's only going to make him better. And to me, I think that with Hurts' rushing upside, man, it's still there. So when you add an elite wide receiver, you're automatically going to be better. So again, you added Cooper Kupp the Rams added Matthew Stafford, but Matthew Stafford attained a Cooper Kupp, right? So he elevated his play. Obviously, went to a better team. When DeAndre Hopkins was added to Kyler Murray, he moved up to another level. Derek Carr is going to move up to another level, man. So to me, why wouldn't he move up in rankings? I don't understand why he wouldn't. Hurts is right there. So especially for fantasy. And again, this is only for 2022. It's not a dynasty league. I probably wouldn't take him in dynasty, but again, he's moving up. So to me, you have to put him there. Tannehill going to bounce back? I don't think Tannehill bounces back at all. Losing A.J. Brown, I'm not a fan of Tannehill. I'm fading the Titans. Why Murray under Burrow is because, again, you're losing DeAndre Hopkins for his first 6 weeks. That has to be in consideration. You have to consider that for Murray. And also, again, he is a rushing quarterback, but he's also super small and he's been dinged up. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, can this guy really could be that rushing quarterback and take these hits? I'm not really sure. And again, so like I said, DeAndre Hopkins, no six games, man. That's a lot of points, man. You have to draft him relatively high. And to me, I just don't think it's worth the draft as far as ADP is going to be concerned. So, AJ needs more passes than Hurts can give. Yeah, maybe. But at the end of the day, I think Hurts still becomes more efficient with a top tier wide receiver. Yeah, will it hurt AJ Brown a little bit? Sure, but I still think he's going to get the targets. I still think he's going to get the targets because, again, you traded a lot for AJ Brown to bring him in. I think he's the one that leads that team in targets. So, again, from an elite quarterback standpoint or wide receiver standpoint, you really only want to see him take about eight targets a game or more, right? So as long as he's getting 8 targets, AJ Brown could produce 6 catches, 80 yards to even higher with his explosiveness, with the run after the catch ability. So we'll see. Scary Terry going to fall off a cliff this year? I don't think Scary Terry's going to fall off a cliff, Ben. Because I really do believe that he kind of, in a sense, upgraded the quarterback position very slightly. But to me, I feel like that's just keeping his level the same. So to me, I feel like he's going to be like an 1,100-yard receiver, 8 to 10 touchdowns, 70 catches. So that's not bad for a wide receiver too, for Terry. AJ has big games, 0 games and drops. He's got a lot more than 8 in Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, he is a boomer bust guy. He's been injured a little bit, but you can't deny the talent. And to me, I feel like most of my drafts have been getting AJ Brown as a wide receiver 2, even though I feel like he can be a wide receiver 1. But wide receiver 2 with AJ's upside is exactly what you want in fantasy. Traded Lance, Michael Carter Cup, 23 first, 23 second for Eckler, Aaron Jones, and Dylan. I think that, to be honest with you, man, I think that's a loss. Trey Lance and Cooper Kupp, 23 first, 23 second. Oh man, I think he got hosed on that one, man. So not a fan. Matt Ryan's gonna do something. We talked about that. O-line is good, great run game, decent receivers. Yeah, Matt Ryan for sure. We talked about that. I think he has opportunity to get into the top the top 12. I could see that. What's dynasty? Dynasty is basically you keep all of the players all the time. You never redraft. Every year you're just drafting rookies. So that's dynasty league in a nutshell. Zach Wilson or Fields in Dynasty. Dynasty, I'm going to say Fields. I ranked them, the same. 1 year is not going to change my opinion. So maybe this year's might be able to change my opinion. But again, Zach Wilson got some weapons. I'll give him that. The Bears got to step it up in the weapon game. But I think with the 2023 class, they can really get weapons surround Fields, and he could dominate next year. I don't see him dominating this year. I could see some flash plays, this, that, and the other to kind of keep his job, but as a prospect, I ranked Fields as my number 2 behind Trevor Lawrence in the 2021 class. So I'm going to still go with my gut and say that it's Fields. Terry only beat Christian Kirk last year by 6 PPR points last season. They played the same amount of games. Well, I mean, 6 PPR points. Yeah, I mean, I get that, Christian Kirk, but Terry McLaurin we just see that he's better. Again, I mean, it's really hard to say that he's not better than Christian Kirk. I mean, I don't, fantasy is fantasy. I get that, but at the end of the day, DeAndre Hopkins was hurt most of the time. Christian Kirk was a benefit of that. Terry McLaurin should, again, upgraded quarterback should be fine. But if you feel strongly about Christian Kirk, then go draft him in the later rounds. I'm just not a fan of Christian Kirk. Keepers are Dak, JT, Eckler, Jones, Lamb, Pittman. I mean, that's fine, but I still think you got hosed on that deal. I'm not a fan of that deal. 2023 first and second probably better than Aaron Jones and Dillon combined, in my opinion. Once these rookies start coming out, I mean, this is a very, very good class. Obviously, the 2023 class is crazy, but we'll see what happens. Bears need to get Phil weapons. Yep, I'm with you that. Christian Kirk to the moon. Hey, whatever, man, dude, take him. I don't blame you. They paid him, so you're gonna have to get the targets. Pitts Zonks goes to the moon. Hell yeah, I love Kyle Pitts. Think Kyle Pitts is the man. He should dominate this year, and he had 1,000 yards as a rookie. No other tight end is usually doing that. So for me, go get Kyle Pitts in Dynasty before it's too late. Overpay for Kyle Pitts. Do I like Tyler Boyd late? Yes, I do like Tyler Boyd late. I think that Tyler Boyd really is an underrated receiver. I would definitely grab him in Dynasty, and I think that you can get him for relatively cheap. I think Tyler Boyd is a guy that I think he's on contract. Let me double check because I feel like he was a free agent after this year, but I could be wrong. Let me double check that real quick. Boom, boom, boom. NFL. All right, Tyler Boyd. What's his contract looking like? Okay, so he's got 1 more year. Maybe a candidate for trade, but he's up for free agency in 2024. So, again, even if T. Higgins goes down, or if Jamar Chase goes down, Tyler Boyd's 27 years old. Still in his prime for what he is. Again, he's probably like a 60 catch guy, 800 yards, 5 touchdowns, and that's not too bad. And I feel like, you can get this guy late and just hold him on your bench, wide receiver 5 or 6. And again, if those guys go down, he's immediately can vault into that wide receiver 3, high upside wide receiver 2 category. All right, man. Sorry, man. I know I think my photo went a little bit bigger than I thought it would, so I apologize. So anyway, I have Allen, Mahomes, Herbert, Lamar, Hurts, Burrow, Murray, Russell Wilson, Brady, and Stafford is my top 10 list right there. So if you guys need it, there it is. Boyd is the best hands today. Catches, can make difficult catches. Yeah, no, I mean, he again super underrated. Boyd to me is like a Marvin Jones, guys that are just they're good at football. That they may not be super studs at fantasy, but they're very good. Got to hop off, but thanks for going live. Yes, sir. Benton, thank you for joining us. Thanks for the comments. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go back to the news here.
Talk about players. You will not.
Let's take a look. So Trevor Lawrence, coordinator says Trevor Lawrence is making quicker decisions. That's good. It seems like it was a little bit easy during his time at Clemson. He probably didn't have to do too much. And now that he went to the pros, the game is a lot faster, and he's got to make quicker decisions. So to me, we'll see what happens to Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, they surrounded him with a ton of talent. We'll see what happens. So, any defensive rankings, Diego? No, I don't really do defensive rankings. To be honest, it's the Bills is probably the best defense in the game. But after that, and probably the Rams maybe. But I don't really go with defenses, dude. At the end of the day, when I'm drafting the last 2 rounds, there are going to be defense and the kicker. And most of the time, I stream. So I just play the matchups most of the time. And, to me, every defense is every year. They come and go, and schemes change, coaches change. So it's very hard to even rank a defense. Mostly everybody is going to lose. And so to me, the defenses are, the league right now is geared towards offenses. So defenses are really, they're bogus. Darren, Pickett, Pickett. We'll see what happens with Pickett. Right now, he's third on the depth chart. I'm thinking that Mitch Trubisky stays as the starter, and we'll see what happens with Kenny Pickett. I ranked him as my number 2 prospect coming out in the draft. And with the first round draft capital, he's probably the number 1 prospect in most rookie drafts rankings according to quarterbacks. But we'll see what Kenny Pickett does. Dak, I have Dak a little bit low, man. You're losing Amari Cooper. I think he's right in 11 or 12. I got Derek Carr right there as well. So, I'm not a big fan of Dak. I think they go back to the running game, get Pollard more involved, a little bit more balanced offense. Dak's still solid, but anytime you lose your top receiver, you have to go down the ranking. You just have to. You can't get better by losing a phenomenal receiver. It just doesn't happen. Let's see. Any other news? So we got Pitts it. So Deontay Johnson. I love Deontay Johnson this year. I think people are fading him. I don't know why. Go grab Deontay Johnson. 2 quarterback league. Who are you going with in the later rounds? Okay, so if my sleeper quarterbacks are guys again that for me, it's guys that have added talent. You got guys like Kirk Cousins, who he didn't really add anything in the offseason, but he's still a solid quarterback. Derek Carr, still a solid late round option. Even later round, to me, I really like Matt Ryan. That's a good one. Or Jared Goff or Daniel Jones. Those guys would be my targets late. Again, you could if you want. I know people were talking about Zach Wilson, but I like in the later rounds, I like a little bit more floor. Tend to go a little bit more upside in the early rounds with elite guys, a little bit more floor on the other end. So Matt Ryan, Daniel Jones, Jared Goff, those guys would be the ones. Tyler King, Herbert, what's going on, man? Herbert's my number 3. He's the move this year. We'll see what happens with Herbert. I definitely like him. He just needs one more year, and if he produces what he's been producing, then I think that he can challenge to be the number 1 guy. He's 23 years old, a year younger than Allen. We'll see what happens if they give him more weapons in the offseason for after this season, and he sky's the limit for Herbert. Tannehill or Wentz? I'm going to go with Wentz. I like Carson Wentz over Tannehill this year. And honestly, I'm not messing with them either of them in Dynasty. But if I had to pick one, I like both Wentz over Tannehill. Do I have a top 30 wide receiver? I will have a top 30 wide receiver list. If I had to select, if I'm going top 10 for you, probably going Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson. I think I still like Devontae Adams as my number 3. Jamar Chase, number 4. Stephon Diggs, number 5. Mike Evans, number 6. CeeDee Lamb, number 7. Probably T. Higgins, number 8. Debo, number 9. Pittman, number 10. Deontay, number 12, I think right there. Tyreek, 14 around that time. So, I have to look at it again, but that's, around the range of guys that I do like for this year. Not ranking Dynasty, but that's where is Gabe Davis in the top 30? Yeah, I definitely like Gabe Davis in the top 30. I think that he can be a top 24 to top 15 wide receiver. I definitely don't see him cracking the top 12 unless like Diggs would get hurt, right? If Diggs got hurt, then I could see him being the receiving threat all year and getting the targets. But Diggs is going to command most of the targets, so it's kind of hard to make a top 12 guy that's second on the team in targets. Rodgers not in top 10. Yeah, Rodgers is not in my top 10. Um, he's probably around 13 to 15 in that range. Again, he's old. He lost his best weapon. And so for me, I want to see a little bit more upside. I need weapons for Aaron Rodgers. Christian Watson comes in, he's explosive rookie. But Lazard, I think, is the one who's going to be the wide receiver one on that team. And, Lazard from Devontae Adams it's not there. So I expect touchdowns to go down. I think he's still, solid quarterback. Can he move into the top 8? Yeah, I just don't see the upside, right? When you're ranking guys too, I tend to look at the upside, like can he ascend to top 10 status? Because again, the last couple of years he was 2018 he was 10, 2019 14, 2020 was 4, 2021 he was 8. So can he get to 8 again? Yeah, I could see him getting to 8. He's definitely a lock for 4,000 yards. He's definitely a lock for about 35 touchdowns. But where's his upside? Where's that 4,800 yards, 45 to 50 touchdowns? I don't know. We'll see. And he really hasn't rushed a lot. Last 3 years has been under 200 yards rushing. So we'll see. Go Bills. Yeah, absolutely. Go Bills. I think they're winning the Super Bowl this year, or they have a really good shot. And to be honest, man, just give me one. I just need one. One, baby. I just need one Super Bowl, man. That's all I need, baby. So, yeah, that's it. Okay, guys. To be honest with you, I wanted to hop on real quick. Wanted to get my stuff out the way. These are my rankings. Hopefully, you guys, enjoyed the content. I'll be on probably a little bit later, if not later today, to definitely tomorrow. You guys have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.